Let's react to the ScamFest video first. This is it.
All right, so hey, you guys, here today to tell you guys a story of how two of our static members and I guess longtime friends stole money from our raid lead and a couple of our other friends during FanFest. I have our raid lead here, and I got two of our friends that went to FanFest that week.
Yo, that's okay. Someone in their static stole money from their raid lead, and they're all here in this like Discord call ready. So they knew that like, okay, we're gonna sit down, we're gonna tell this story, make it a YouTube video. All right, let's hear it. Oh my god, they could have submitted a Final Fantasy XIV drama. Or they probably didn't know who the hell I was though, to be honest.
Supposed to meet up with everyone. I got them here in the Discord, so they'll be chiming in as we tell the story. So if you guys have followed me for a while, you know our caster, Sume, and our shield healer, Uni. Those two are the couple in our group, and we've played together for about, what is it now? 5-6 years? How long has it been, guys?
Probably around 6 years.
So oh, that's a long time.
It was Sume and Uni that did it. And if you guys have followed me for a while, you've noticed them on my streams. But they're no longer a part of the group. They scammed everyone into sending them money for FanFest.
Yo, they're two Lalafels too. Don't trust Lalafels, guys. Oh my god. What the heck? So these are the scammers or the people who like stole the money. Okay, let's hear the story though.
A couple of our friends and our raid lead Ed, travel out and meet for the first time, but obviously that didn't end up happening. The story starts off early March when, the lottery was happening for FanFest. None of us won any of the tickets, but Sume was pretty insistent on meeting everyone for the first time and hanging out at FanFest with everyone. So he says he came across a couple extra FanFest tickets, right?
I think I was one of the few that he started a conversation with, and then he branched out to others to create a group for FanFest.
Mm-hmm. Basically, the people that ended up wanting to go are Makoto, Nubian, who are just our friends. I first started raiding with them.
Let's try to make this louder. Is it too low for you guys? Because I think it's too low a bit. Okay, now that's max now. All right.
When I was a Shadowbringer's baby, and Ed. So Ed is our raid lead for our static. So he's actually played with Sume and Uni since Stormblood.
Yeah, since the first tier of Stormblood.
Yeah. And this would be the first time you guys would be meeting, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And two of our other friends, Fu and Uma, they're not in the Discord call today. That's the group for FanFest. And I got a screenshot pulled up of Sume and Makoto back in March 4th, where basically...
Okay, wait. How the hell did they get their whole static to go? First of all, that's my first question, because that's really hard. I only knew like two people who got the tickets out of all my Final Fantasy XIV friends. Sume, this is Sume, okay, Makoto. We can add Nubian and other people later once I know who is going. But basically, upgraded the suite for more amenities. I upgraded because it has a hot tub in the back and a connection to their pool. Holy shit, LMFAO. And that's fine. Sounds like we about to have a real good time. Gotta bring the games too. Mario Party. Hey, Nero said that also in our friend group. He said he was gonna bring like Mario Party too. Hey, we didn't have a hot tub. No, but I swear someone said Mario Party, and I don't think that ever happened because like we were really high and playing board games. So yeah. Mario Kart. Oh, you said Mario Kart, not Mario Party. Okay. I did mention this to Ed, but I'll be botting y'all a ticket purchase for 2. What? Botting y'all a ticket purchase for 2? Are they like doing some illegal stuff on the website?
Sume saying we can add Neven and other people later once I know who's going, but basically upgraded the suite for more amenities. I upgraded because it was a hot tub and a connection to their pool. And then Sume saying, we got to bring the games like Mario.
Yo, I didn't know I didn't have to read it. He went ahead to read it, so I didn't have to read it. Yeah, most people just throw in like a screenshot and not read it, but it's pretty cool he's reading it.
Party. Yeah, but I'll be botting y'all a ticket purchase for 2. So he's basically trying to grab everyone FanFest tickets so that we could all meet. And he's using a bot to do it. And here in the other screenshot on March 6th, Sume asks Makoto. And here's the screenshot of the confirmation. So this is the confirmation number for a villa in
Where did they
Vegas.
stay?
So they said they already got this, and it's booked for the 26th to the 31st for 5 nights.
Westgate Las Vegas Resort and Casino. Oh, is that the one right by the convention? That is the one right by the convention, right? The one that we walked to? That's the same one that Myth stayed at. Yeah. And we ate like in the cafeteria food area downstairs.
It has the 4 guests. We got Sume and Uni on here, and it's there. It's done. This is the confirmation, and this is their little FanFest chat that they had. And this screenshot was back in July, so just about a week or 2 before FanFest.
Oh my god!
Makoto
Okay, wait. People who haven't seen this video, predictions. Did they just pay towards this and just got screwed? That's my guess. Okay, let's go into it.
To get a game plan going. So he messages everyone here that night and he's asking, all right guys, so we're really close to the date and we should really start planning this through. In terms of the hotel, we have the confirmation and everything, right? In terms of the tickets, do we have individual tickets or could we be provided with those just to make the process easier and we're not relying on one person? Just smart. I would like this to be super smooth, as I know how things go when it's not put together properly. We can all jump in Discord sometime this week to discuss as well. It would be better, honestly, to do it that way. Sume posted
Oh, they could be scamming the tickets and the hotel.
No, we don't have a hotel. We are staying in a box. You know, being the smart ass that he is. So basically that's saying they printed out the tickets. They got everyone's tickets already and they have the hotel ready to go. And this is back in July, 1 week before FanFest. 4 days after that, Sume sends Makoto a message. Makoto, would you be able to help with $110? I'll pay it back before the weekend is over. Trying to have all the adults added on cheaper by doing it early. Which kind of doesn't make sense because isn't it already booked?
Yep. Supposed to be.
Yeah, so was he trying to upgrade? I don't understand what this message is about, but he's asking money from you.
Didn't catch on.
Yeah, it's hard to catch on to this stuff because, like I said, we've played with each other for fucking years, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he goes on to say, well, technically it's just one adult. Maybe I can add it as a child. So he's trying to basically say he's trying to scam the hotel. Instead of having like 2 adults, they just have a kid.
Right.
So they get a cheaper rate. He's like, I hate having a spending limit. And then he also says, never mind. They said I can get the same price tomorrow.
Weird.
People with kind words works every time. Go figure, right?
Crazy stuff.
Yeah, go figure.
Another
dude.
hint.
That's already weird. That's already weird that he was trying to put like say that there's a child. Like you can't really outplay the hotel people like that. Like when you show up in the lobby and then you book it for like 2 adults and a child, they kind of check up then and there, right? I don't know. That's what I thought. I mean, I don't scam hotels, so I don't know the process, but like I would imagine they always usually check it.
That is some crazy stuff, yeah.
Actually, let me pull up the video of where you guys actually had your meeting.
Right.
So it's a screen recording from a phone because we know that they were going to fucking delete all their clips, which they did, by the way. Uni deleted all their clips.
Oh my
Alright.
goodness.
I just want to go a few details. Oh, hey, see you later. Alright. Details.
By the way, that's obviously Uni's voice. I want to make that perfectly clear because by the end of this video, I want you guys to understand they're going to change their names and they're going to probably try to do this again to more people. This is Uni's voice.
Um,
That's
The
Makoto
confirmation's
talking.
there. What time is check-in? What's the earliest time for check-in?
7 a.m. Next.
And that was Sume's voice. Notice how he was really quick to just kind of dismiss that, like he's not taking the planning seriously. And then I want you guys to
Yeah.
listen to Uni laughing in the back as he's doing this.
Yeah, he was like 7 a.m. Like he's just like trying to get the question like gone.
Okay. QR codes. When are you sending those out?
Whenever you want. Next.
Send it now.
Okay.
When is
That's
checkout?
Cap.
When is checkout? That it's all in the app, I think. Hold on.
Okay.
So you can already see that he's not taking the planning very seriously. And I know
Hmm.
Makoto has told me that he was pretty frustrated trying to get that put together.
Yeah, it sounds quite trolly. I wouldn't feel comfortable like knowing I'm sending my money to this person that's like kind of memeing and trolling like that. Instead of being more serious about it.
Yeah, he just he really wasn't putting enough effort into it. And it was like, why are you brushing this off when, you know, this is such a critical point in time, especially when we're planning an event, not just for, you know, for example, ourselves, but multiple people involved. So I don't know, kid shit, man. I apologize for cursing, but that's how I
He was trying to kind of push off the planning, even though he keeps saying, you know, oh, the hotel's taken care of, the tickets are there, but you guys still haven't physically gotten your QR codes or your tickets at this
Nothing.
point.
The
But
tickets were for the QR codes, yeah.
yeah, he keeps saying he has it printed out and all that. 3 days later, Sume messages Makoto again and saying that his bot account on Mog Station will be sending the tickets via email, including the ones they got from you that day. So
Well,
he says we're gonna be having
okay. I have a question, and so how we did it. So when I purchased 2 tickets under my name, one for me, one for Nero, I gave him his ticket already, and then once he had the copy, that's when he paid me back. Like that's how we did it. Like I gave it to him, he had it all set, then he paid me. I'm wondering why did they pay before having the copy for them to actually see? Yeah. These people already paid. They trusted. Oh no. Oh no.
by car to FanFest today because our flight was canceled. Wish us luck. And Makoto says,
Yeah, I
"Damn,
know. I understand that they've known each other for years, but it's really sad. In the end of the day, these are still people online that you've never met. I know you've talked to them for a long time, but like, even though like me and Nero have known each other for over a year, I still wanted to give him the actual copy before I say, hey, give me money. Because that seems really weird for me to demand money from someone without me, giving them their actual ticket yet. Just weird. Because you need to show proof, right? You need to show that, like, I do have it. Here it is. Now pay up. Yeah, I don't know. It's just very weird. I don't blame them because it's like it can happen. People can get tricked and scammed all the time. But I was just sort of comparing it to my process that we did. Also, another thing, I remember when I told Touche to come and join us, his ticket was going to be through Myth, and Myth was my friend, and Touche never knew Myth, right? So he was like, Touche trusted me, and he's talked to Myth, and Myth probably also handed Touche, here's your ticket, because Myth didn't have anyone to give it to, and he was like totally fine to give it to Touche. So I'm sure they did the same process that Nero and I did. And it worked out because, you know, in the end of the day, if it didn't work out, you guys would be making a video about how I scammed you guys. Like, it's my name on the line, right? You know that I made YouTube videos and all this stuff. You could say, like, that person there. Yeah, so I would not scam people. I can be held accountable. Editing it right now.
how long is the drive? I'll be on the lookout for the email." And he says the drive is 16 hours at the next 16 hours at the next rest stop, I'll initiate the sending through Mog Station and forward it. If it doesn't, again, at the rest stop, Uni's going to cut my hair with scissors. Let's see how that goes. So,
Dude,
it's a 16 hour.
just reading that alone, I'm like, I don't like. Yeah, I mean, they known each other for years, so it's like, friendly banter, but like, I don't trust, like, that guy I just can't trust someone that just talks like that. They don't sound serious at all.
Drive. If you guys didn't know, they're from Texas. So they'll be driving from Texas to Las Vegas. And this was, when was FanFest? The 26th?
20.
I think it's the 27th and the 28th.
27,
Okay.
29? It doesn't matter.
Okay. So this is like good 2-3 days before the event even starts. And the hotel was reserved for the 26th. Okay. So it's only a 16-hour drive and they're starting 2 days before. And he says at the first stop, he's going to send the tickets. Also, Uni is having me call Square Enix just to make sure our names are all correct. Okay. So he claims to have called Square Enix to make sure that all your guys' names were on those tickets. That's from my understanding, right?
Yeah.
This is weird as fuck.
This is the same day. He is saying he wanted to remind everyone each room has a resort credit.
I will tell you guys that if you don't have, like, this person's telling them, I will give you your tickets like a day or 2 days or a day before FanFest, I would be freaking the hell out. I'm on my shit. Like, I don't want that. Like, I'm a very organized person. I don't trust that shit at all. I'd be worried. Oh, the calling Square Enix thing? That was weird. Who says that? Calling Square Enix? Like, nobody did that. No one had to do that.
Everyone, each room has a resort credit. I believe it was about $350 or $400. My card will be on both rooms. Just don't go crazy. If you guys didn't know, Sume is he likes to tell everyone he's rich because he sold some software to Bank of America or some shit.
That's a bad sign already.
Millions of dollars or something like that.
Oil Prince.
Oil Prince, yeah. He likes
Red
to tell
flag.
everyone how rich he is. So he's basically balling out on both rooms, telling everyone they're gonna have a good time. And here he says, and both of his brothers are going as well. Well, one for sure, the other one.
Wait. Slow down. He's balling, but then when he booked the hotel, he tried to put a kid instead of an adult. That doesn't make sense. Like, why are you trying to be cheap there, though? Unless that was someone else. I don't know anymore.
And not too sure. So for sure, one brother was going, and they'll be staying somewhere else. But y'all can be as crazy as you want. I think first thing me and Uni will do when we get there is buy lots of water bottles, Oreos too. He also says, one thing I noticed for y'all's room is that I added one adult only. I'll be there to add the second one before y'all arrive. He's basically saying, we're going to meet up that day. He'll take care of everything.
Sounds messy as hell.
This is the day, the 26th, the day the hotel was reserved and when Ed flew in from the airport. So Ed made a bomb-ass Gunbreaker cosplay. Like, he made himself, and he was really, really excited to show off on FanFest.
Oh my god.
He was supposed to meet Sume and Uni at the airport on the 26th. Mind you, 2 days ago, Sume said they left. They left Texas to start the drive, and 2 days later, here it is, the day of the 26th, Uni sends this message to Ed saying, hello, Ed, we haven't been able to leave yet. Make sure to get a place for the night. What the fuck is this?
Yeah, so I'll chime in here. So at this point in the in my journey, like, I had just landed at Vegas. I got Sume's number from him and called him. He said basically what was in the DM from Uni to me, and that they were running late. His brother is not feeling too well. They're going to be late arriving to Vegas. They're lagging behind about 3 hours. And I said, okay, that's not a problem. I understand that delays happen. And then I received that DM from Uni. And this is where I guess maybe my alarm bell should have been going off. But at the same time, I wanted to give them the benefit of the doubt, because I have no reason at this point to not believe them. and then so it wasn't easy getting a hotel last minute.
You can see, so this is Ed and Makoto going like, this is Uni's message, what the fuck? Now they're sort of freaking out between each other here. We haven't been able to leave yet. Make sure to get a place for the night. Oh my god. I feel like, yeah, I feel really bad for them. Because, like, how many of them are there here? So, like, okay, static is 8 people. 2 people are the scammers. Okay, so the other 6. They could have, like, all talked with amongst each other, like, this is kind of weird. This is a little weird. But maybe at the same time, they don't want to, like, say bad things about their friend that they've known for so long. But yeah, yeah. God, this is where shit's gonna hit the fan. I know it.
At that point, I will just say that.
Yeah, getting a last minute hotel in Las Vegas is very, very expensive. And
Agreed.
yeah, so Ed was basically waiting at the airport for the longest fucking time with his fiance, only to, you know, have Sume say, oh, we're 3 hours out, all that. So he waits, and then Uni says, we haven't been able to leave yet. It doesn't make any sense, dude. Their stories aren't matching, you know? It's
Definitely
matching.
not
Ed
lining
sends a
up.
screenshot over to Makoto. Makoto is like, what the fuck? What about the reservation? Right? Because she tells him to just get a hotel. It's the same hotel, Westgate, right?
Yeah, we went to the Westgate via Uber because at that point we had been waiting for 3 hours in the airport, kind of just twiddling our thumbs. I was DMing Sume and Uni via Discord, and I didn't want to be a pest, but at the same time, I wanted to know what was going on, so I was calling them every hour on the hour at that point.
Even though they were saying back when there was already, you know, the hotel reservation, we have the confirmation in the screenshots. They're now telling them to just grab a room. Like, that doesn't make any sense either.
Yeah, that
So
doesn't
I
make
mean,
sense.
it didn't make sense to me at the time. So I had taken it upon
Oh my
myself
god.
to just like,
I think you should definitely know then and there, like, the freaking fire alarms are just like going off. The alarm should be ringing already. You should be like, guys, we're getting scammed. And then, like, just tell them straight up, like, this doesn't make any sense. How is it that you already booked the place and I'm here at my hotel and you won't give me, like, the bookings? Or how about they just ask the lobby people if it's under their name, because they should have it, right, to be registered in their system.
call the hotel and see what can be done in an emergency situation, because my experience with hotels, sometimes when there's an extenuating circumstance, you know, and you can name the person who made the reservation with a confirmation number. There is usually something that they can do. That's not true for all hotels, but it is my experience in the past.
Right.
So I had called the hotel Westgate, and it's almost like the hotel manager understood what happened as I was explaining it to him, because I could hear just the doubt in his voice.
Yeah.
And he confirmed to me at that point that the reservation, the confirmation number I had given him, the hotel reservation had been canceled 3 days after it was reserved, because the credit card was declined. So I'm assuming Westgate had like a 1 night deposit requirement when you're booking or something like that. Some hotels do that. But in any case, whatever was required at the time of booking was declined on the card that Sume had provided.
Right.
And
But okay, guys, this was the worst part, man. They just basically called someone at the hotel, and the guy at the hotel was like basically telling them, hey, they booked it, but then they canceled 3 days after. Moment of reveal.
and that reservation was canceled 3 days afterward. And like I said, the hotel manager, he explained that to me. You could tell in his voice that he was sad to hear my situation.
Yeah. If you guys didn't catch that, basically after waiting 3 hours at the airport and getting this message from Uni saying they're not going to make it there, Ed and his fiance went to the hotel they were supposed to stay at and tried to get a room for the night. And the hotel manager ended up telling them that the reservation that Sume made back in this one right here, this was canceled 3 days after the reservation was made because the card was declined. And it's high.
I know how it gets worse. They don't have FanFest tickets. Oh my god. So they're gonna book their own hotels with their own money again after already sort of paying this dude money. And then they're gonna find out they can't go to FanFest.
Insight, you look at all these messages of Sume saying he's gonna add this to the suite or the villa, right? He's gonna add all this stuff. He's been in contact with the hotel, but it was canceled 3 days after. And obviously we all didn't know this, or you guys didn't know this until, you know, it was way too late. So Ed ended up having to buy a last minute room in Las Vegas, which I'll tell you right now, it is not cheap. Here is their
like
FanFest
$150
group
a
chat
night
together. Uni lets everyone know, hey guys, this is terrible news. Sume was in a call with the hotel manager for a long while and it was disappointing. Earlier, Ed called and told us that the reservation was canceled. So we called and checked. Turns out that a while back, they tried to charge Sume's card and it got declined, but didn't get notified. No emails, no calls, no notifications, nothing. But Sume was in contact with the hotel managers talking about adding a fucking hot tub, trying to change 2 adults to 1 adult and 1 child. He's been in contact with these people.
Oh my
So
god.
he said, we thought we were getting 4 rooms in the same hotel, but it was a bit too pricey, around 3-4K, and they won't be able to accommodate all 8 of us. Also, we just had a long week, close to the halfway point of the road trip, even though she said we haven't left yet. Sume's brother fell sick. Thought he was fine, but we had to bring him to the hospital. So I don't think we'll be able to make it. We decided to turn back and cancel it. I am really sorry that this is happening. I'm sad. I'm disappointed. I'm tired. And I really, really am sorry. So at this point, where were you guys at this point? Were you guys all at the hotel?
So at this point, me and my fiance, it's still Wednesday. So it's Wednesday night. We got our room. We're still trying to process what happened. And Makoto and Nubian Lord were set to arrive tomorrow, the next day, that Thursday.
Right.
I mean, at this point, in hindsight, it's so crazy and obvious. But in the moment, that Wednesday night, there's still a sliver of a sliver of chance that this is just like a huge misunderstanding, like family emergency kind of thing.
Right.
So in the group chat, I had told, I think even before Uni's DM that you just read, I had told everyone what was going on and told him the situation with the hotel. And Makoto had come to the same conclusion. He did the exact same thing I did, which was call the hotel and confirm the reservation, which maybe we should have done, maybe we shouldn't have, because we were all assured that we were still good to go. Of course, that's not the case when I arrived there.
Right. So you see here in the rest of these messages, this is Uma V.
Can we get our money back?
Thanks. And Nubian's asking, would definitely like the money back. Ed here is asking, but what about the FanFest tickets? You know, like it's understandable if this is a misunderstanding and they actually had to, you know, turn around. They can't go, but you know, the FanFest tickets were still purchased, right? Everyone's still asking because they haven't received their FanFest tickets yet. And so at this point, Ed, you called the convention staff, right?
Yeah, so we spend Wednesday night in a hotel room. We wake up next morning. I attempt to call Sume and Uni first thing in the morning, just to see how their brother was doing, because I'm under the impression this is a family emergency. I understand that there might.
Wait. So the 2 people were siblings? The 2 people that scammed them in their static were siblings? And it's their brother that got sick? They sound related. Dating? Maybe. Could be siblings or dating. They're connected for sure, yeah. Somehow they're scamming together.
there may have been a family emergency at that point, but at the same time, there's still things to take care of within the context of our FanFest group. So I wanted to just find a resolution. The hotel can be forgiven in a family emergency type situation. At least that was my line of thinking in the moment. But I had actually had another friend because I got curious. So another friend of mine that was not a part of this group, it was also in Vegas and also attending FanFest. So I had asked him if he could speak with the convention staff because I didn't have my QR code because I was still under the impression I had a ticket to go. If he could just give them my name and see what could be done without a QR code. He calls me a half hour later and confirms to me that a ticket was not bought in either of my fiance's name or my name.
There you
Oh
go.
my god.
This is the message basically where it started to click. This is the day after, so July 27th. This is actually the day of FanFest, right? So
And they're there already, and it's like the sinking gut feeling like that sucks. To like really, really expect that you're going somewhere and then you just get screwed over so hard. I wonder what they did though. Let's see.
That's the Thursday. So the 27th is the Thursday. The 28th would have been the Friday, the first day of FanFest.
yeah. Okay. So here, Ed posts in the Discord tagging everyone to let them know what was going on. So he says, "Hey y'all, I want to be straight with everyone here. As far as we have come to know, we were going to FanFest as a large group to hang out and finally meet. This didn't happen. After landing in Las Vegas, we come to discover that we had no hotel and no tickets to FanFest. The story I received was that Sume and Uni were road tripping and Sume's brother fell ill. A drive from Texas to Las Vegas is anywhere from a 12-hour to 16-hour drive, depending on where you started. Sume and Uni told me that they were 3 hours away and needed to turn back because of Sume's brother being sick. I had to call the hotel we were supposed to be staying at, and the hotel manager confirmed to me that the reservation had been canceled back in March when it was booked by Sume for non-payment. No ticket confirmations were sent to us because we were assured it was handled and printed out. We confirmed with the convention staff that no tickets were bought with our name. I don't know why they would do this. If it was an emergency, the hotel is forgiven. But what about the tickets? What was the point? Maybe this post is in bad taste, but I cannot get a hold of either of them. Currently trying to find a resolution to this."
Yeah, so I
Damn.
made this post simply because I couldn't get a hold of Uni
Yeah.
and Sume. I know that if I couldn't call them, maybe they're checking their notifications on some sort of device. Maybe they had their their calls muted or whatever, but maybe they could still read the notification or something like that. On their phone or something.
Right.
I think that post was really good. Like, once you know something's wrong, just notify everyone. It really doesn't make sense that, 12-hour to 16-hour drive. And then during the last 3 hours, 3 hours away from our destination, oh no, now we gotta turn back because Sume's brother is sick. Like, that doesn't make any sense.
And I had to tell my point of my side of the story, and I had to tag everyone because everyone in this Discord knew the plan. Almost, they knew that we were meeting for FanFest. They knew that we were all going to be hanging out, and I need to let everyone know. That's just the bottom line.
After he posted this, everyone started like chiming in their own little, story with Sume. Here's Anna saying, "I should have known better after he promised me a Titan and didn't follow through. However, since we got confirmation, I rolled with it. It was just little things before." And they're right. Everyone started chiming in little things, like whether it be asking a little bit of money for something and for something in return, or like a free gift, like a graphics card, because apparently he's promised a lot of people graphics cards. Anna's one of them. Aaron's another. Sydney's another. Makoto and Nubian, right? Like,
Yeah.
Yep.
Wait,
The
what?
Interesting thing.
So did they give him more money for graphics cards? Oh no. they got a good 1.2, 1.5k USD out of it. Jeez.
About that is there are people that
Yeah,
get
before.
promised free things, stuff like that, and we would talk to each other about it. Like, did they promise you something? But when we did talk about it, we somehow never talked to somebody that also got promised it. We never overlapped
Yeah.
throughout all the years.
Hmm.
So it kind of just died because there was no harm from it, at
Yeah.
least in promising stuff and then us getting it for free, but actually never getting it. So it was like, okay, they promised something. They
Oh
didn't do it.
wait,
I
sorry,
didn't.
am I hearing this wrong? He actually scammed someone else, but to this static, he was telling them he'd give the graphics card for free. So no harm to them because they were promised something for free. But when did when did they find out that he scammed someone else for the graphics card?
Can lose anything. I don't care.
Right. Yeah, it's like a no harm, no foul type deal because it's so small and minuscule. And throughout the years, that stuff just kind of just goes under the rug when you think you're friends with two people, right?
So I'll chime in again too. So Sume, but over the years has, like mentioned before, touted himself as someone who's in a position where he doesn't have to work anymore. He is very well off, financially, and there is really nothing that was shown to me or even offered to me as far as like the other members of the Discord stories, like being promised, free gifts or certain computer parts at the expense of shipping. So for Sume to, offer a hotel in Vegas and FanFest tickets wasn't outlandish at the time.
Right. No,
Guys, if you are ever in a static with someone who tells everyone else in the static, hey, I got a lot of money, I don't have to worry, I don't have to work for the rest of my life, that's how rich I am. Like, if they ever say that, like, that's a red flag. Because why on earth would you tell randoms that? So, like, they're just trying to make them seem, they're just trying to boost their egos or something. It's just so weird.
I agree with that because he's always talking about how rich he is. And we've all known that for all those years. So a chance to meet with everyone, was
Red
an
flag.
opportunity to really pass up,
Agreed.
So after everyone in the Discord starts, chiming in on their stories, everyone's starting to, pick up what's being put down in terms of, what's happening to everyone. Everyone's starting to call them and realize that this is fucked up, that they're probably scamming them. Personally, what was going through my head when I was reading through all this was like a small glimmer of hope that there's no way that two of our friends that we've known for so long would ever do this to us. It was like, hopefully to me, that this was just going to be some kind of misunderstanding, like Ed was saying, because I love playing with all you guys and you guys really made me love this game. So I was really hoping that this wasn't going to be what we all were seeing it turn out to be, just one big scam. So Uni actually responds, it's that Thursday, a really long message. She says, okay, so to start, you guys are terrible for calling us scammers. You think Sume's brother being in the ER would be constantly checking Discord? You think with all the stress, anxiety, and fatigue, I would focus on all that? Fuck no, I won't. For one thing, you guys didn't even know the situation we're in from last year. I don't show that shit to everyone. After 5-6 years of friendship, this is your true colors. So basically, they're telling us that we're in the wrong. They didn't.
They're trying to
us.
flip it.
This is what they would do after all that years of friendship.
They're victims.
They're victims, man. If because real life emergency is occupying my time and you guys want to assume what you guys wrote, then that's unfortunate. I don't have that time for that kind of drama. You know what? I'll reveal it here. So here is where she starts just, being, I guess, revenge on everyone for talking shit about her and calling them scammers. She says, you guys didn't even pay for the stay in Vegas. We did. You guys didn't pay for all of the tickets, only like 75% of it. You guys didn't win the ticket through the lottery, and we tried to help you attain them because you guys wanted it. we pretty much sponsored your dirty ass places to stay for this shit.
Oh my
So
god.
here
The
she
point is
starts,
they lied. They led them on so hard. What the fuck?
name dropping people. So she says, "Oh, and Ed being unintentionally stranded in Vegas, we told Sume, even called and dude, her fucking writing. We told and Sume, fuck Uni, dude, even called him to say that we were delayed. Whose decision was that? Whose fault was it that they wanted to fly to Vegas on Wednesday? Me, Sume? Do I have control over everything you guys do? Fuck no." And Ed didn't even
Yeah, basically they're just like, is it my fault you guys trusted us? Is it my fault you guys are just so gullible? Basically what the scammer is saying. I don't have control of what you do. Oh my god. This is so awkward.
respond after that when we told you we'd be delayed? Who planned all of this shit to happen last minute? You think I can see the future? Plan for Sume's brother to be in the hospital right before FanFest? You guys really think after 5 years of friendship, here's the second part, I would only scam so little? Do you guys really think that if I was a scammer, I would be saying this right now after you guys are talking shit about us? And then she starts name dropping everyone else in the Discord who had their own story to share about Sume and Uni. Oh, and Sydney, you not getting that GPU? That was an extra that Sume had, gave you for free, and you say this? Well, he never got it.
Didn't get it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, what?
Drama fire just to get some attention. Oh, and Aaron, the gotcha money we spent way back then was our hard-earned money. We haven't spent much money on games anymore. And Siri, you know our circumstances. We asked you genuinely and openly because I thought we were friends and we needed some help. You know what position I'm in. You know what happened to us. So why are you adding into this? Oh, and where did you get that 1K from, Blake? I got pictures from your bald head from my PayPal.
Doesn't
all you
stop.
guys care about is money and feeding to the drama. You guys have been harassing us over DMs and Discord. And you know what? I'm done. I'm hurt. I'm depressed. Seeing that's how you guys feel, I'm disappointed. I haven't slept properly or eaten properly. Threw up from stress overnight and from being worried about Sume's brother that's still not awake. See it as a lie or truth. Up to you. Ugh.
Oh my god. I hated reading. I hated listening to all of that because all that made me think as he was reading it was like, cuckoo, cuckoo. Like, who the hell? Oh my god. They're like, you know, people like this, I just want to know what the hell they're thinking. Like, why do they do such things like that? Like, what? And then write that whole text. Like, I don't even understand what they're thinking, right? Because it's like, if you scam, why not just like dip and just leave and don't say anything, right? It's like they're trying to like bullshit their way even more. It's like weird. What the hell? Like, that deadass makes me think they're just crazy. Yeah, trying to gaslight. Because, okay, in general, I do think MMORPGs are, there's scammers all over. Like, there's scammers everywhere, to be honest. But like in MMORPGs, I've heard countless of stories of people getting scammed. And a place like Final Fantasy XIV, where you have a nice, friendly community, people are they trust easily. So like, just be careful, because if you know that you're in a really nice, friendly place, that's a good place that bad people target. You're gonna find bad people like lurking amongst, like, trying to gain people's trust like that and then scam them. And this by far is the worst drama story I've ever like read and listened to in Final Fantasy XIV. But have I heard kind of similar stories about people scamming and trying to get money off other people in Final Fantasy XIV? Yes. So just be careful. Like, they're around. They're trying to find the nice, gullible, trustworthy people out there to like make money off. FanFest had something worse than this, actually. Oh, really? I mean, I'm pretty sure there's hundreds of other stories out there. Not trying to like discredit the story at all, but like, there's other stories out there we just don't know. They just haven't made a video about it and reported it. So there's people getting screwed over all the time.
Fuck.
crazy hearing that again, man. It makes me
Yeah.
mad all over again.
Yeah, so she
Oh.
is just telling everyone that we're the assholes for thinking they would do something like this to us, you know? And so these are the screenshots that she attached to that message. This is a receipt saying
Yeah, that's like
that
someone
these
else's
FanFest
tickets.
tickets were purchased in March 15th. There's one on March 6th. There's 6 tickets total, all the same price. These are the QR codes that never made it to any of our friends, by the way.
This could have been like asking people like, hey, can I just can I see your tickets? You know, they could have grabbed this from anywhere.
And the other screenshot is Foot sending money to Uni. And then this one is Makoto sending money to Uni. This is Nubian Lord sending money to Uni. And this is Ed
oh, these are
sending money to
screenshots of
Uni.
all their money
So,
being sent.
All she did
Oh,
with
no.
these, and Ed brings it out here, Ed responds, this doesn't clear up anything, and I hope you understand that. Why was the hotel canceled 3 days after it was booked? Why was it so hard to send us confirmations for FanFest tickets? These screenshots do not answer a single question or allegation. I booked my trip based on the reservation. I went to the actual convention center and talked to them. Our names simply were not there. Even after it was said our names were on the tickets. Angry Black Man is Makoto.
Dude, I feel so bad for them because like they want answers. They want answers right now. How could you do this? This still doesn't make sense. And like, you're just not gonna get an answer from them. Those people are just crazy. Scammers, crazy, delusional. They'll say anything to try like beat around the bush forever.
Oh. He says
Wait, what?
He says, why couldn't you just tell us that this was happening and it's canceled? Why leave us and tell us the day of and stop responding only to write this shit? And he makes sense.
Dude, yeah, this is really horrible. Because, like, okay, they could have scammed them and then told them before they flew or whatever, like, by the way, we scammed you or something. But this is like pure evil, right? Because it's like they made them fly. They not only did they scam them already, they made them fly there, book a hotel there, and then tell them right before the day of FanFest that they got scammed. Basically, that's when they found out. Oh God, oh man, I feel so bad for them.
There was no communication. This is what Makoto was trying to prevent by trying to have everything planned out like a week or 2 before, 2 weeks before, so that stuff like this gets communicated, you know? And here he's saying, stop hiding. Let's talk this out. If Sume is using you, you better say something. I'll jump in chat right now and we can talk. This is Sume and Uni's Discord name.
Oh shit.
And he's like, I'll hop.
So he's trying to talk to one of them, being like, if Sume is using you, like, come on, I can talk to you. They're trying everything at this point to like get one of them to say something. Ooh.
Hop in chat right now. Let's talk. We can go. And here's Nubian Lord at the bottom saying, I'm looking for my money back though, for real.
It's a real deal, man. I want my money back.
You know, like at this phase, they're like laughing about it. So they've reached the like so many emotions had to have like happened for this static, right? So we had like the angry phase where they're just so mad. They're like, we got scammed. What the fuck do we do now? And now, like, over a bit of time, they're like, yeah, 5 stages of grief. Now it's like, maybe they even cried at one point, right? And then now it's like, nothing we can do but laugh at it. So they're at that stage now.
Dude.
Oh, well, at the for the text messages, yes, that's the stage of bargaining, right? Yeah, they're like, give us an answer. But the stage right now when they're reacting and talking to each other about those messages from the past, this is the laughing. They have to laugh back at it.
I haven't read that since
Since it was posted.
since I got back. Yeah, it's really upsetting.
Yeah.
God, it's like reliving
Because
it all.
Essentially, like, you guys were left there in Vegas. Like, thankfully, you guys were able to.
Wait, so only some of them. What happened to these guys? I want to know. I think some of them went early. Okay. So I'm guessing 2 of them went early, and then they kind of notified everyone else, maybe like before the rest arrived to Vegas. I wonder if the rest still flew to Vegas, or they were like canceling their trip. Because like technically they could still see each other and hang out outside of FanFest, but they'd have to pay for a new hotel and stuff. Like they could have still made a trip out of it. Let's see if they did, or they just canceled
to get a room and like figure stuff out over there. But like the canceled hotel, the no FanFest tickets under your names, when everything months before was guaranteed by Sume. He was in contact with the hotel just a freaking couple weeks before. On the 21st of June, he's saying, I wanted to remind everyone that this has this, and that he's telling Ed he's gonna send the tickets via email when they hit their first rest stop, you know? And so here's what someone in the Discord, it's a buddy of ours, Keith, he responds, and it's a really good response, basically calling them out and everything they said. He said, you guys didn't even pay for the stay in Vegas. We did. And he responds with, obviously not. You prove that by showing them the money that they're giving you. You guys didn't win the ticket through the lottery, and we tried to help you attain those because you guys wanted it. He responds with, where are the tickets then? What was the agreement on paying for those? COD? What the heck is COD?
I think it's an acronym. I don't know what the acronym stands for, though.
Okay. Uni says, well, we told him, and Sume even called and told him that we were delayed. Keith responds, delayed is different than not showing up, which is true.
Mm-hmm.
The delay was 3 hours, right?
Yeah.
When in actuality, they haven't left, according to what Uni said. So Ed was stranded there at the airport with his fiance. And then she says, whose fault was it that they wanted to fly to Vegas on Wednesday? And then Keith responds with, plans were made months in advance to meet and get settled in for a long week with friends on the assumption it was all taken care of by you. And they have led all you guys to believe that it was being taken care of. So again, this might seem weird to, you know, strangers who are looking in, right? But these are longtime friends. We're longtime friends. There was literally like zero reason to doubt why they would do something like this. It was unexpected. And Uni says, who planned all of this shit to happen last minute? Keith responds with, I'm sorry, but you have obligations and people who are relying and depending on you. The 6 you screwed over there are people and they needed you. Why was the hotel canceled? Where are the tickets? Why did you refuse to answer the phone or DMs? Are you going to refund people? Are you sorry this happened? And those are all questions that were not answered in Uni's post. All Uni's post did was gaslight everyone and tell us how bad of friends we are and that they would never do this. And basically that we're the bad people. We're the assholes. They did nothing wrong, but they didn't answer anything. And you saw the responses from Ed and Makoto. They're not malicious. They're simply just trying to get answers because they're not communicating.
This is a long video.
Answering the phones. They're not answering DMs. And at this point, Sume and Uni are MIA. We have never heard from them since this. Uma are all still in Vegas together. They all got rooms together. So they stayed overnight. This is what they found the next day. That screenshot that Sume and Uni posted saying, we bought the tickets. Well, it originated from this Reddit post 5 months ago.
I knew it. They just took it from somewhere.
Wow, I can't zoom into it. Same place. Same price, number of tickets, everything. This was screen grabbed. This Reddit post is actually a screenshot from a fucking Twitter post, right?
Yep.
This is what they used to try to say, hey, we got you guys the FanFest tickets that our friends never received. And that the convention staff at FanFest confirmed were never purchased under their names. This alone ruined all credibility and erased any doubt that
so they just took this and showed them in a Discord group, and that's why it erased all their doubts. But like, I'm really surprised they didn't talk over. I mean, it's so specific that this like happened, because I think it's so unfortunate none of them were talking to other people who were going, because I think had they have talked to other people, they would know, like, hey, your friend really, like, someone might have told them, the person who has your tickets, they should send you your ticket because it has your name on it. I know mine had my name on it with the QR code and everything, and I saved it onto my computer. I took a photo of it on my phone, and then I gave Nero's one to him, so he had it on his phone. He had it like on his computer. It just sucks that they had nothing on them, like nothing guaranteed 100%. Like, I would never have felt safe. The main reason this scam worked is because they were friends for years. I know. It's just wild to me because, like, this was definitely a huge opportunity for the scammers to make a lot of money. I think their intention the entire time of being friends with them was to scam them through little tiny ways. Like in the beginning, like, oh, let's pretend we're gonna give them a computer part or something like that, and they'll pay for it, and then we can like run off or something. But then maybe they stuck around a little longer to sort of like gain a little bit of money here and there, maybe through little scams. I don't know. And then when FanFest was coming around the corner, like, that was just their opportunity to have like a massive big scam and pull something like this off. Right. Like, I think they scammed in like tinier ways before the FanFest. But I do think it's a huge red flag if they're like flaunting that they're rich. It's never a good sign when someone flaunts that they're rich. Yeah, even if you trust someone, I think you still need to like double check everything and like make sure you have the copy for yourself. Because, like, I don't know, it's very instilled in me that, like, if someone else had bought my tickets, because I know I was in control of it, that's why I didn't have to worry about anything. But if someone else was in control of it, let's say it was like Nero who had it, not me, Nero had it, I wouldn't pay him unless I had the actual copy for myself. I don't know. I think just still never be too trusting. It sucks. I know that's easier said than done, and like I honestly don't know like the levels and the layers of this friendship, right? Like, I do not know like how deep it was. It could have been really deep, like talking every night on Discord, like talking about each other's like lives and work for many nights on Discord. So like it's a huge, like, it's a big manipulation. It really sucks. Oh man, I feel so bad for them. But yeah, I guess that's like the only thing I could say is like, just be careful. Like, even if you think you really trust someone, it's always good to have some like solid proof. And like, you could always say like, this is not anything to do with our friendship. I just personally, I just need, like, it's not that I don't trust you or anything. I personally just need the proof before I pay money. That's just the way I go. Like, that's my system. You can always explain that to them. If they're your friend, they understand. They're like, totally get it. If they're a scammer, then they'd be mad. If someone ever gets mad and you give them that reasoning, like, that's a terrible friend.
Our friends got scammed at FanFest. Money was taken from them. There was no hotel. There was no FanFest tickets. And everything Uni posted, you can't trust. Everything she says here, everything about the friendship, this is our true colors, all bullshit. Because they try to trick us. I'm not gonna lie, when I read this and I saw that, I lost it, dude. I was so pissed because up until this point, I was really hoping that none of this was gonna be true. But
yeah,
now you can't trust anything in their story. You can't trust that they turned back. You can't trust that Sume has a fucking brother, dude. You can't trust any of it. I left their Discord at this point, and
yeah, like once one person makes a lie like that, like, how can you trust anything they say going forward, right? And this really opens your eyes. Like, it's going to open all of their eyes, like everyone in that static. Maybe people also hearing this story, like, just don't be too trusting. Like, even if you have known someone for years, like, you still have never like seen them physically. So yeah,
And from this point, obviously, our static is blown up. It's such a mess. It's such a weird situation to be in. That's pretty much the story, you guys. That's how two former static members and two people we thought were our friends that we've played this game with and had a lot of memories with in this game stole money from our friends and have nothing to show for it. No apology, nothing. They're gone. What was going through your guys'
They
head
were not
after
friends.
you guys found out that this was a fake screenshot?
I hope I find him in Vegas. Let me see you in Vegas. Let me see you walking down the street.
Wait.
I wanted violence.
Wait. Do they not know what they look like? If they're friends for... Okay, guys, can I ask you, chat, if you're friends with someone for 5 to 6 years, would you ever ask them, hey, like, can I at least see a photo of you or something? Like, I mean, actually, that doesn't do anything because they could have sent fake photos. Yeah, that doesn't do anything. I don't know. That's just me. Like, I want to see the people I talk to. I have met my friends in person by then. Yeah, 5 to 6 years is a very long time. I remember, like, before meeting some of the people I was going to meet up with for my FanFest trip, I had seen them. I've seen photos of them. And before seeing Touche, I know Touche sent me a photo of himself. He's like, here's what I look like, so you can easily find me. And, like, I think that's definitely part of the trust also. Like, building up the trust is, like, seeing a photo. Or even, like, a video. If they, like, turn on their video for a split second, so you're like, all right, you're a real person behind the text. Cool, I know what you look like. Video chat, or it's all fake. Exactly. If you want to be super safe, go video chat. Agreed. Or if they stream, that helps too. Yeah. Okay. I want to tell you something a little bit, like, as a streamer's perspective. When you have a mod team for like years, there comes a point where you want to see your mod team, like a photo of them or something, because these people have been helping your stream for so long, right? And helping out your community. But then you have no idea who they are. Are they who they say they are to you? You never know. Like, so as a streamer, like, I also know what my mods look like. And I've had this discussion with other female streamers too. And we always want to know, like, who our mod team is. So it's good to check up on people, you know? Like, you've been my friend for a while. I'd love to see what you look like. And if they start, like, going, uh-oh, this is not good, like, when someone doesn't want to show me who they are, like, I understand that they could be shy and stuff, but it does raise some questions a bit to me. I'm like, why? I showed you who I am. Like, it's a trust thing for both sides, you know? Like, I show you who I am, I hope you show me who you are one day. If they never, then yeah, I get a bit wary.
But no, even if we did find them, as much as I would have really wanted to do something, ultimately it's not worth it. But granted, if we actually did, had we found a way or really thought it through, we could have got them over to a police station and
Yeah.
really taking steps at that point. Yeah, it was just unfortunate, and we just made the best of it, and it just sucks that it came at a price.
It definitely came at a price, man. I'm glad you guys were able to make the most of it, dude. Nobody should ever have a bad time in Vegas.
I was gonna say, yeah, even typing out my at everyone message, it was a very surreal feeling, because there's no way that this is happening. There's no way that how could this happen? How could someone do this to someone else? And
Yep.
things like that were running through my mind, and then the sliver of hope that I was holding out before I found this Reddit or Twitter post of the screenshot, like there was still, that chance that it was all just an actual family emergency and stuff like that. But no, I'm very grateful that I got stranded in Vegas with the people I did get stranded in Vegas with. I don't know
Aw.
what I would have done without them. Uma, Food, Makoto, and Nubian Lord. I simply just can't express the gratitude I felt at that moment when, we all came together and just, made the most of. I'm tongue tied here, I guess.
Take your time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I
just
don't know what they could have
on
done,
one hand.
honestly. Like, I'm just reading the chat right now. Couldn't they contact the police to track the scammers down? I don't know what information they have on them, what they know about them. Like, I'm sure everything that they told them was a lie. Like where they were from, uh their names. They probably gave them fake names, their ages, but IP address from Square Enix customer information. Maybe I'm not sure if Square Enix could help you. Even maybe Discord. I don't know if Discord could. Discord or Square Enix, something like that. Maybe.
And yes, it was a very expensive, thing to go through. I don't know if that's the right word, but it was an experience to go through. But on the other hand, I learned that weekend, that I do really have, a lot of true friends that I got to meet for the first time that weekend. So
Oh, the
I
silver
look at
lining.
that side of it more so than, what happened to me.
You know, I I am over it, but one thing that always was going through my head was with the doubling down on the sick family members and going to the hospital.
Yeah.
I work in the medical field. I knew from the start that's not right. That doesn't make any sense.
Right.
None of the, yeah, it was so. It's like I got the answer earlier that we needed. Didn't want it, but it didn't change. It didn't change anything.
Yeah.
It didn't change anything
Sounds
for us.
so
We
surreal.
already lost the
Oh.
money. I think we're already down there. So it was just a matter of let's just make the
Okay,
most
okay.
of it.
$200 per ticket, and probably at least 200 or 300 each for the hotel, is what I'm thinking. So they got at least they got at least $500 to $600 from all the other static members. It's already sketch as is that like they told them that they could get all of their static members to FanFest, because that's really, really hard to do.
Yeah.
Like Makoto said, we had a great time together. It was just
Mhm.
unfortunate we didn't do what we planned on doing
Right.
with everybody.
Yeah, and none of us are fucking lawyers, man. Like there's not a clear route we can take legally or how to approach it legally. But I also feel like taking that approach would just be really exhausting, Trying to go
Yeah,
through all those
absolutely.
hoops. Yeah, like I feel like it'd be phone call this person,
Oh,
wait
can't you
6
get your money
months
back from
to hear back
PayPal?
from this person. And you know what? We never even heard an apology. We never heard about if you guys are getting your money back. Nothing, man. They literally just like up and left after being exposed. And there's a lot of people involved in this. Granted, you guys took the largest hit of it, but everyone in that Discord who have also known Sume and Uni for all those years, played games with them, hung out with them over Discord, and to have this shit happen and to have this shit drop, and then they just up and leave, like all that shit was fake to them, dude. None of it was real. And there is not a doubt in my mind they're not just gonna quit Final Fantasy. They're not just
Yeah, they're
gonna,
still around. They're lurking and trying to scam even more. So be careful of trusting people. You could file a request. So if they use PayPal, you could file a request. Never done that. I don't know if it's easy or hard to do, but there is a process out there that lets you do that. So I hope some of them got their money back. I feel like PayPal has a good rep for that, but not personally sure. Yeah, that's what I heard too. And I hear so many stories about how streamers are like doing a charity, or like, yeah, a charity stream or something like that, or a sub subscriber goal or donation goal kind of stream, and then someone donates a lot, and then they're like, oh my god, $1,000, thank you so much, and like some life-changing money, you know, and then next thing you know, the money gets returned back to the person who donated it on the stream, and they only did that because they wanted to look cool on stream. And then that streamer kind of like made a tweet and said like, dude, this is so like stupid, why do people do this? They really like need to stop. I think like streamers were trying to say like if people donate through to a stream, I wish like PayPal would not refund the money and stuff. But yeah, PayPal does help people get their money back. There's pros and cons to it for sure. There's pros and cons.
Quit playing games with people. They're going to change their Discords. They probably already have new Discord accounts. They are probably going to.
They probably have
new
10
Final Fantasy accounts, and they're going to.
They probably have
this
10
shit.
Final Fantasy
We already
Discord.
know, like, they were
10
already
Final
starting
Fantasy
to play
accounts,
WoW a lot,
10
right?
Discord
And they already
accounts.
have a new group in WoW. So you WoW players better watch out, man. Like these two are coming for you.
Yeah.
They're coming for you at BlizzCon.
They might already be there, man. They might be in your group, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna
They already
scam
might
people
be in
for
your fucking
BlizzCon
group.
next.
So it doesn't matter if we tell you, hey, this is Uni's Twitch. This is Uni's YouTube channel. This is Sume's Twitch. This is their usernames in game. Doesn't matter because they're going to fucking do this on different accounts. But I'll go ahead and post Sume and Uni's lodestone so you guys see at least with these accounts.
Yeah, that's what I was
that you
thinking.
should
It's like,
avoid them.
wouldn't you
All
still
right, so
show
here's
it?
Uni's account. Unil Nuve.
Gilgamesh Aether.
Gilgamesh. This is her lodestone number right here. Yes, make sure that's captured.
So
This
I can
is-
share this, Zero.
What's up?
So I just happened to log in just to check to see what was going on, and they are no longer on Gilgamesh. They fled Gilgamesh, which is a smart move because they have no home here. But last I checked, they were on the data center. I think it's Dynamis. Yeah,
new one.
they're on a server called Seraph.
Okay, so they're on Seraph and Dynamis.
My old
data
one.
center.
Right. That is where they're at now.
Okay, so that's where they fled to. So you guys heard that. I'll fucking put it so fat on the screen. Chromix Novella. You kneel.
That's so funny. Yeah, I like how he's just like, alert! They're now here. It's kind of comedic.
Nuve. That's
They're
them.
gone.
They're gone. Yeah, they fled. They fled town. This is like Final Fantasy Bonnie and Clyde. Steal your friend's money. Skip town, man. Never to be seen, heard from again. So don't be even surprised if they're not even these characters. They probably will be these characters. They love these characters. This is what they usually look like.
They like
Granted,
Lalafels.
they can Fantasia to whatever. They can change their names to whatever. But you know what? They didn't account for it. We have their voices. These are the voices. If you hear these voices,
Wait, what? What if they're using a voice changer though? So like, yeah, the number attached to your name is left, so you can search them up. Yeah. That's what, the lodestone number. They're gonna be hunted down like in the game, I think. But Square Enix should just ban them so they don't scam more people.
granted, they can Fantasia to whatever. They can change.
You
their
don't
names
think
to
they're
whatever.
that smart to
But you
like
know
have
what?
used the
They
voice
didn't account
changer?
for it. We have their voices. These are the voices. If you hear these voices,
Oh my
Alright.
goodness.
if you hear these voices in your group, you now know the kind of people you are dealing with. Yeah, I'm not telling everyone, by the way, I'm not telling this video to harass them, to find them and harass them. I am just trying to get this story out there because yeah, a lot of drama happened in FanFest, but this was truly fucked up. It feels like a knife in your back to have friends that you
You're
thought you
evil.
knew do this to you. Imagine if, you know, one of these big streamers who have played Final Fantasy for so long with another streamer, and instead of meeting at FanFest, this happens to them. It's fucked up. Everyone was so happy to meet each other the first time at FanFest because this game, you know, brings people together. It's supposed to bring people together. But then something like this shit happens. The reason for this video is not to harass these two, but to understand that if you guys are going to, raid with people like this is who they are. This is the type of people you're dealing with. And if you still want to play with them, that's up to you.
Oh my
Alright.
goodness.
I just want to go a few details.
That's Uni's voice.
Oh, hey, see you later. Alright. Details.
The one I sent recently.
That's Sume's voice.
That was the one for just you and Uma. The
Oh,
one
because it
that
just says
we're
one
all.
guest.
Yeah, but I already
Oh.
changed that. The one
Okay.
that'll just be with the rest of the people are gonna be in a bigger room.
All right. I'm tired of hearing his fucking voice, but that's his voice. Those
They
are the
sound
people
like
that
kids,
you're gonna be
yeah.
dealing with if you choose to play games with them. So I really want this story to get out there because they got off scot-free. You think they give a shit about ruining friendships? They don't care. They were willing to do this from the start. You didn't think this was planned? This was 100% planned from the beginning. It's a
Mhm.
very long con. And now that they got caught, they left. They don't care about ruin of friendships. I want people to know that these people got away with this. And I don't want them to go to another group and pull some bullshit like that with them.
I've fallen for scams. I have. And what I say, in the end of the day, it's my own fault. My mistake. Yes, it sucks that I was tricked. Yes, it sucks that I was deceived, manipulated, whatever. But in the end of the day, it is my fault. And it's an expensive lesson sometimes, right? Well, yeah, scammer's fault, but I say like it's my fault that I also got tricked. Yeah, I've been scammed in like Hearthstone giveaways. It was so stupid. I've been scammed in Neopets back in the day and learned a lot from it. And so yeah, for sure. Like sometimes the lessons are quite expensive. Yeah, just never be too trusting for someone. Like you can think you know someone on the internet for years, but be careful with your money. Like I'm pretty sure now their walls are up big time. It'll never happen again. And they'll be really, really careful going forward. That's like the wildest Final Fantasy 14 story I've ever heard.